Hey guys, I'm here to talk about Dead or Alive 6 the trailer just came out today. I'm a little late in reporting it, but I'm still super excited about this because I love the last Dead or Alive. I thought that was such a really good game. It was fun. It was, I don't know, it's just great. I had a good time playing it. And I'm honestly surprised that it's coming out this early. Um, Now it says coming out 2019 next year, and we're having the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. And shoot, I don't know. I mean, it's really early now. They're giving you just a little bit of information. I'm reading this IGN article, and it's just detailing just a little bit. They got to play hands-on with it. Um, but I'm just super excited to see this back again because if anyone remembers, they had I think Team Ninja developers had not a conference, but just something to say to the fans, saying, "Don't get your hopes up. We're not making Dead or Alive 6. It's not coming for a minute." And here we are a few months later, and it's effing coming out. Um, it's not even E3. E3 is, what does it start tomorrow? Next day. Um, but here we are, and we have new information on this damn thing. But first and foremost, they've had just a few changes. Here's the trailer here. I hope I'm able to do this. Let's see, what's the bare minimum? There we go. Um, I won't get in trouble for showing footage, but this is pretty awesome to have Dead or Alive back after all these years, because I got tired of seeing just playing just regular old Dead or Alive 5. They kept doing these stupid ass add-ons and DLC, and it's just like I don't care. Um, I guess if you like that, if you just got the vanilla version and you're getting last round, there's a whole bunch of changes, but it's just it's time to make a new game. I'm so glad to see it here. So with that, the few changes that they have is that, of course, the graphics engine is improved. It does look, at first glance, it does look kind of similar to the PlayStation 4 version of Dead or Alive 5, but you can see a little bit of the changes that they did do. Skin does look a little bit better, and I think hair flows a little bit better. The lighting's definitely different, so they're using the better resources of the machine. Um, so there's that, but it does look a little similar. But that's on the graphics side. But I mean, aesthetically, they just seem to just change the art direction just a little bit. Um, the backgrounds and the fights seem a bit more dynamic. Well, I should say it's the background, the arenas, I should say, look more dynamic. Um, they changed up a costume for the life of me, I cannot remember her name. I think it's Katsuni. Um, and Zack looks the same. Ryu looks the same, basically. But they did change around the costumes a little bit. I know an article they did talk about they wanted to desexualize some of the female characters. Um, and I say that because obviously the male characters did not change at all. I think this is I don't know if it's the same costume. I don't think so, but it's almost the same costume that for the life of me, I can't remember his name. Ryu, not Ryu. Dang it, what's his name? Um, it's his same. It's a very similar costume from the last game. Um, but whatever. I guess his comedy's his fighting style, but um, it's basically the same. But for the other female characters, they try to make it. They try to tone it down a little bit, make it a bit more conservative. So I don't know how the fans feel about that. Dead or Alive is pretty much known for that, for their sexualized characters. I mean, fighting games are in general, but Dead or Alive is pretty, is known for that. Um, so I mean, I guess taking that away kind of does, alienate the fans in a certain sense. But but to me, I mean, they said that, but it doesn't look very different from before. I mean, sure they have more clothes on, but I mean, it's not that they don't really look that different. And this company just can't help themselves when it comes to fan service. That they're gonna go back and sell you DLC that's gonna have the other costumes that the fans love. Um, Also, the gameplay. I mean, they didn't change the gameplay too much from the interview. It's not too different, so they didn't want to alienate the fans anymore. So they wanted the game to feel more familiar. They did have this so-called rescue button that just launches off a whole bunch of combos. That's for beginners, but it doesn't seem like it's going to change too much. They also added a special meter or special attack, and they were just like basically saying that everyone else is doing it, why not us? I believe that's pretty much it. I mean, I want to see more footage. I want to see more characters. I did like the last game, but I don't know the history of Dead or Alive that much. But I know, I mean, when I played it, it was a fun game, and I appreciate for that. So, this whole changing the costume shit doesn't bother me. I just know the fans are not going to be happy about it. It's always the little things, but Dead or Alive is always, well, from what I played, Dead or Alive 5 has been just a fun game, and from what I heard other people say, it's always been pretty fun. So I'm just happy to see it back, coming next year. And hopefully, I don't know, get a new story mode. I know Dead or Alive has, I think one of the games had certain story modes for certain characters, or they'll have different story modes, or something weird. And what else? No, that's pretty much it. I mean, I hope to see those the good parts come back. Story mode's always good. I appreciate story mode in a fighting game. Of course, I really love Mortal Kombat, which we're all waiting for Mortal Kombat 11. I hope to get an announcement at E3 in the following days. But I appreciate, a story in a fighting game. I don't care if it's obligatory, just something. Unless it's so bad. Like, I think Dragon Ball FighterZ story was terrible and unappealing. But I hope they bring back the good stuff. From what they had in the last one, I can only go on the last Dead or Alive. I mean, it felt like a pretty good complete game. So I kind of have a little bit of confidence in Team Ninja. I think it's Team Ninja making this one. Yeah, Team Ninja. I have a little confidence in them to produce a good game, but we have to wait and see. We don't know. We won't know until the game comes out. And it's Kasumi. That's her name. Jesus, I could not remember her name. It's Kasumi. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope to have more information soon. I know E3 is just like a couple days away. I think EA is having their thing tomorrow, on the 9th. But I mean, does anyone care about that? But anyway, I hope we get to see more good stuff from all this stuff. And that'll be it. I'm excited to see some more stuff from this. Bye, guys.